Trading is an emotional battlefield dominated by fear and greed. These primal drives compel us to buy impulsively and sell recklessly, sabotaging our profitability. Blinded by intense emotion, we abandon logic and discipline. Trading rationally seems impossible when trembling with anxiety or drunk on euphoria. But by studying Stoic philosophy, we gain tools to master ourselves amidst market turbulence. Stoics understood how destructive emotions hijack sound judgment. They developed principles and practices to govern fear, greed, and other irrational drives with reason and virtue. Join me as we dive deep into overcoming the key trading emotions of fear and greed using Stoic teachings. This knowledge could profoundly impact your decision-making and bottom line. We carry on, so share psychological insights on these trading pitfalls, core Stoic wisdom to recalibrate your mindset, and techniques to stop emotional trading in its tracks. Let's begin mastering your mental game. The perils of trading on fear. Fear is one of trading's most insidious and destructive forces. Our reptilian brain, conditioned by evolution to ensure survival, fixates on potential threats. In trading, endless threats appear in the form of trades moving against us, missing profit targets, or losing streaks. Fear compels us to panic and make impulsive decisions. Common fear-based trading mistakes include rushing into trades to avoid missing out, overtrading to compensate for mounting losses, impulse selling for small losses to avoid further pain, refusing to take valid setups after losses or drawdowns, moving stops prematurely or holding on to try to break even, hesitating to enter due to focusing on risk rather than reward. Each decision seems rational in the moment when gripped by intense anxiety, but collectively they destroy profitability. Fear causes us to mismanage risk, so losses that should be small accumulate into account-crippling drawdowns. We sabotage our own success. Trading rationally despite ever-present uncertainty requires conquering fear's paralyzing effect on discipline and judgment. Stoic wisdom provides a framework to achieve this. Overcoming fear through Stoic teachings. Stoics philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus provided teachings to master fear with courage and rationality. Recognize that fear stems from perceived threats, not actual danger. Assess the reality of their tea and stay present. Ask, what action should I take now, rather than fixating on hypotheticals. Focus only on what you can control, your preparation, actions, and mental composure. View challenging trades as opportunities to improve. Maintain a growth mindset. Counter fear with action, however small. Movement builds courage and perspective. Reflect on past worries that never materialized. Most are exaggerated by fear-based thinking. Fear feeds on the illusion of danger. We instinctively assume potential threats are more probable and hazardous than reality. Stoicism helps ground us in reason and strategic action. We realize our fear stems from judgments, not actual trading outcomes. We focus only on controlling our behaviors despite market volatility. Courage replaces panic. Mastering greed's siren song. If fear compels us to sell impulsively, greed seduces us into buying recklessly. The desire for windfall profits overrides our trading plans. Greed-fueled mistakes include revenge trading to win back losses, violating risk rules, chasing parabolic moves while rationalizing this time is different, adding to winners well beyond the optimal point, giving back gains, overtrading due to impatience and an insatiable appetite for more, refusing to sell winners once targets are hit, getting shaken out of trends, of trading erratic, low probability setups in hopes of a massive score. Like fear, greed disguises itself as logic in the moment. Our primitive brain screams that this opportunity is too profitable to pass up, but giving in proves costly. Greed causes us to take low-probability trades that hit stop losses. We bleed hard-won gains trading recklessly. One home run requires numerous strikeouts we cannot afford. Overcoming greed requires steadfast discipline and perspective. Once again, Stoic teachings light the way. Conquering greed through Stoic principles. Traders over time fall prey to greed, wanting quick and easy profits. But Stoicism provides principles to master desire with wisdom. Recognize greed's delusion. Ask yourself, am I being realistic or rationalizing? Focus on process, not outcome. Execute high-probability setups, not exciting distractions. Trade patiently for compounding gains. Get rich slow through probabilities, not betting big on luck. View markets as endless opportunity. Today's missed trades are tomorrow's chances. Counter greed with reason and self-control. Rein in emotion with logic. Foster gratitude for what you have rather than chasing more. It reduces greed's grip. Greed blinds us with fantastical thinking that distorts our perception of risk and probability. Stoicism grounds us back in reality. By focusing on process probabilities and perspective, we trade rationally according to our plans. Patience and compounding replace gamblers' greed. Mastering emotions through Stoic techniques. In addition to mindset shifts, Stoics provide techniques to master destructive emotions in the heat of trading. Pause and examine your thinking. When gripped by a strong emotion like fear or greed, pause trading. Write down your reasoning for wanting to buy or sell. Look at it objectively. Ask yourself, am I being realistic about probabilities here or irrational? Is this trade aligned with my strategy's edge or an impulsive gamble? Am I feeling compelled to trade for psychological reasons like FOMO or revenge? How would I view this market if I had no position or PL on the line? And 9 times out of 10, you'll recognize the emotion distorting logic. Pausing provides space to assess rationally before acting. Visualize future regret. Vividly imagine closing your trade today, then seeing the market move as you had anticipated. Consider how you'll feel watching profits slip away that proper discipline could have secured. Visualizing the pain of missing out due to impulsive exits or passing up valid entries motivates you to stay the course. Play out the what-if scenario before reacting emotionally. Or set a mental stop loss before trading. Before entering a trade, determine the exact price where you will cut losses if it moves against you. Then promise yourself you will not second-guess this stop once in the trade based on emotion. Determining your risk tolerance in advance lessens fear of volatility after opening positions. You have a plan to follow despite emotions. Focus on your core edge. When you feel compelled to trade fringe ideas outside your strategy due to greed or frustration, refocus on trading your core edge with proper risk management. The patience and discipline in executing high-probability setups aligned with your strengths produces long-term profits. Don't lose sight chasing distractions. By mastering common pitfalls like fear and greed through Stoic teachings, you can trade rationally despite volatile markets. Emotions become valued signals rather than destructive forces. With practice, you respond to ups and downs with equanimity. Single-minded focus on process replaces distraction by euphoria and anxiety. You trade in flow. Reprogramming trading psychology. Trading success requires rewiring our evolutionary programming adapted for primitive threats, not calculating probabilities. We must unlearn reactive habits and ingrain wisdom. Make developing your mental skills the primary focus, more than profits. Measure progress in behaviors, mindset, and emotional regulation, which stack up to drive results. Expect setbacks as you rewire years of ingrained impulses, but have faith in the compounding effects of small, consistent improvements upheld over decades. Integrate Stoic teachings and techniques into your daily routine to incrementally master your psychology. Mornings are ideal for centering rituals and visualization. Trade reviews should emphasize process over PL. Trading will always involve uncertainty and emotion, but armed with timeless wisdom, challenges become your training ground for self-mastery. You can trade with flexible confidence instead of rigid fear, patient discipline instead of desperate gambling. Stay the course, trader. Your future self will thank you for the work you put in today. Work